Friday marks the one-year anniversary of the passing of Prince from a deadly overdose of opioid fentanyl. Addiction advocates say Prince's death is a reminder that opioid addiction is an equal opportunity disease, that even someone as talented and wealthy as Prince can become a victim. And the figures are staggering. In Hennepin County alone, opioid deaths rose 57% in 1 year, from 97 in 2015 to 153 in 2016. The Steve Rummler Foundation for years has been a leading advocacy organization promoting awareness about opioid addiction. Senator Amy Klobuchar is pushing for support on bills that fight the epidemic. At a news conference last week, Klobuchar was joined by the executive director of the Steve Rummler Foundation, which is working to raise awareness. And Lexi Reed Holtum is joining us live in studio this morning. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me, Esme.
Let me ask you, what impact has Prince's tragic death had? Because you've been talking about this for years, but what impact has it had?
Right. Well, you know, Prince, what happened with Prince's overdose is that it really brought it to the forefront the fact that anyone can die of an opioid overdose when you're prescribed opioids. So that brought that out, because not only did Prince leave us with this amazing legacy of music, but he also was really well known for not being engaged in drug abuse or alcohol use, that he lived his life really fairly clear from all of that he died of this. That really brings home the fact that, you know, up to a third of the people that are prescribed opioids become addicted to them, that this is really deadly, and it's the root cause of it is from prescribed opioids.
All right, and let's talk about that. I mean, that's an amazing figure that you just said.
Yeah.
1/3 of those people who get an opioid prescription.
Right.
A young relative of mine just got an opioid prescription after some surgery.
Right.
Could become addicted, but no one talked to us about that.
I know. So it's incredibly frustrating, because we do know that the primary source of this epidemic is based and rooted in our prescribing practices. And we've known this. We've known this for the last decade. So the fact is that we have to start doing it differently. And the Kaiser Family Foundation is the one that did the research around showing that a third of the people become addicted.
So what should you do if you are in the hospital with a loved one, or you yourself get a prescription? What should you do? Because obviously these medications are effective.
Right. So that's a great question, Esme. Number one, because I want to bring it back to, we know that this is the problem, and yet the FDA approved to start prescribing to 12 to 17-year-olds. When we've been in this epidemic for a decade now, we can't continue to prescribe to younger and younger generations. Their brains get hijacked, and they are going to experience the same rate of addiction as adults. So what should you do? Well, one, you can advocate for yourself. And we absolutely have to. We have to, as Americans, being the consumer.
You mean just say to the doctor, is this safe? Or
exactly.
How much should I take? Do I really need 40 tablets?
You can actually refuse the medications. If you know that you have addiction in your family, I would highly recommend that, unless it's an absolute necessity, you not to take opioids. So you can refuse, or you can say, you know, I don't need 30 OxyContin for a dental surgery. Maybe you can prescribe my loved one 8.
Got it.
And then we can come back in.
Let's talk about this situation that you were talking about with Amy Klobuchar earlier this week.
Yes.
This carfentanil. It is an elephant tranquilizer that is on the streets of Minnesota right now. A microscopic amount can be deadly. What do we need to know about this?
Well, one of the things I think is really important, and tying it back into Prince too, is that, you know, nobody wants to die of an opioid overdose. So with the carfentanil, it's mixed into the illegal street drugs that we're seeing on the street. So people aren't actually seeking out to use carfentanil. So I think we have to look at this entire epidemic differently. We have to start talking about it like a disease rather than a moral failing. And those individuals that are addicted need to be really, really mindful of the fact that you should never use alone. You should always have the antidote. And we need to start building an infrastructure within our medical society to provide people with treatment, to provide them with the opportunity. Only 1 in 10 individuals can get the help that they want. So with carfentanil, it's a grain of sand. If that is in the drugs that you are using, you are very likely to overdose and likely die unless somebody else is on scene, has the courage to call for help, and they should know that Steve's Law protects them, and 2, has the antidote right there with them to be able to give it to you.
Well, Lexi Reed Holtum, we have a link on our website to your website, and also it has information about how anyone can have access to naloxone.
Naloxone, yes.
Naloxone, yes, thank you.
Otherwise known as Narcan.
Oh, otherwise known as Narcan, and much easier to pronounce.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for coming in, and as always, your insights on this topic so important. We appreciate it.
Thank you, my pleasure.
All right.